All right, my name's Alex. I'll be your tour guide for the next hour. With me we have the lovely Sarah. Since you guys are such a large and vibrant group, we need two tour guides to hold you guys together. So we're going to talk about some company history and some other stuff, and then we'll get to that lovely beer. So just bear with us and then you'll earn it. So the company all started about 150 years ago with two German immigrants, them being Eberhard Anheuser and Adolphus Busch. Eberhard immigrated from Germany in 1843. He made it to St. Louis and was the largest soap and candle manufacturer in the area at that time, but he wasn't done there. In 1852, he actually invested in a Bavarian brewing company, and by 1860, he bought out all the other investors and renamed it E. Anheuser & Co. Now, the second guy, Adolphus, he was born in 1839. He was the second youngest of 22 children. I know. Later, his mother was inducted into sainthood. He immigrated to America via the Mississippi to St. Louis when he was 18. He became a clerk on the Mississippi River, eventually gaining partnership in a brewing distribution company. So obviously that's how the two of them meet. Eberhard then introduced Adolphus to his daughter Lily, and in 1861 the two of them were very happily wed. Adolphus then began to work for his father-in-law at the brewing company, ultimately becoming a full partner. Now, back then, brewing distribution really didn't have much of a spread. You pretty much drank whatever was local. Adolphus really sought to change that. So in 1876, he and his best buddy Karl Conrad developed the first German-style American lager. And does anybody have an idea what that lager might have been called back then? Budweiser. He's got it. 3 beers at the end, yeah. Budweiser. Doesn't mean a darn thing, though. He actually just made it up. He obviously chose it because of its Germanic appeal. It has German-sounding words, so it appealed to German immigrants like himself. And it was easily pronounceable by us Americans, so really good. And it obviously exceeded beyond everyone's wildest expectations, as you can see to where the company is today. And as to why I have a job. So it's pretty important, at least to me, that he brewed that first beer. Now, it was actually so popular that in 1879 the company was renamed the Anheuser-Busch Brewing Association in honor of Adolphus' strenuous efforts in proliferating the company back then. Sadly, though, in 1880, Eberhard passed away, and Adolphus had to pick up the reins as company president for the next 33 years until his own death. But on a lighter note, today we are actually a wholly owned subsidiary of Anheuser-Busch InBev. We are one of the world's top 5 leading consumer products companies, so we're pretty proud of that. We still have Budweiser as our flagship brand, still using the same time-honored recipe, same strain of yeast since 1876, so very proud of that as well. Bud Light is actually the world's most popular beer, so yeah, if you can believe that. The beer in the little blue can took over the world, so pretty good. We also have another family, you guys may have heard of them, it's called Michelob. That was first brewed in 1896 and has a plethora of brands under its umbrella, including Marzen Pale Ale, Honey Lager, the Ultra Series, Amber Bock, so lots of beer with that, and I'll get to all that later. We also have a partnership with Bacardi, working hand in hand with them, making some of their premium style vodkas and their Mojito line, so very good. Again, I'll get to that later. This brewery itself is actually one of 12 regional breweries in the nation. We are quite large area-wise. We have about 300 acres of land here, but production value, we're pretty